today. I think I saw that.
Come, Michelle.
Going to talk Alex Combine and then Penn State in the Combine. And that's really it. Tyler Lucas, again, Belfont kid, won $5 million on Mr. Beast. Tried out with him at Penn State, played against him in high school. I picked him off at the end of the game, called the Curtain Bowl, one of the oldest rivalries in Pennsylvania football. Belfont Bald Eagle, and the ref said it hit the ground. I'll never forget that. And as a football player, you know that you don't forget losing to your rival. You don't forget that. Tyler was a great player in high school, and he went to play at Penn State, moved to receiver. He was on American Ninja Warrior back in the day, the Rock Show. I told the story of I was training this girl. I was a trainer up in Connecticut. I was a personal trainer. I was training this girl in the gym. It was at the gym at my apartment complex. I was training her, and it was on the TV, and it was cool. It was him and his brother. And then 200 people, man, Mr. Beast, and he wins $5 million. Bro, that's mind-bogglingly. That is a mind-boggling amount of money. $5 million. So good for him. Good for you, bud. I don't know if you see this, but Lesko says what's up. And I'm sure he's getting hit up about a ton about podcasts and stuff. He was on a podcast tonight. I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was called. My grandfather was watching it. But he was on there talking about it. So maybe someday I'll get him on here. But congratulations, Tyler. You deserve it, man. You deserve it. You've come a long way from. He's the kind of guy that he always was trying to do something better. He's always trying to make himself better. Yeah. Where we come from, man, there's not a lot of D1 guys, and he worked his tail off to be on American Ninja Warrior, to be in Mr. Beast, to win it. You have to work your freaking tail off. So good for you, man. Good for you. So Brett's going to announce something. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys, Mark Lesko Podcast officially has a merch store. So, Mark has a link on his Instagram. I'm sure you're going to put it on the video too, right? So there'll be a link in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. There's 2 pages of stuff. So plenty of different varieties from t-shirts, sweatshirts. There's like crew neck sweatshirts. There's these onesies, right? There's hats. Windbreakers, you name it, we have it. I'll go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, so Michelle was asking, for example, and Joe Quartz was asking. They both know, and there was other people asking. I'll let them know too. But for those of you on here, Michelle got hers today. And, I'm not going to come on here and push sales and all that stuff, but, I'm going to probably, mention the merch shop, but it is 25% off right now. There's always deals on there. So if you want to go get something, then go ahead. It helps support us 100% immensely. But yeah, we got everything on here. I think there's 90 some items, but there's men's, women's, there's kids, there's babies. And I only put the baby stuff really because I know we have some viewers that are older. They can get it for their grandkids, or my one nephew, he's very young, so he's a baby. I thought of my sister-in-law when I put some of this stuff up. My sister, so I got, everything on there, man. Everything on there. Cups, bucket hats, stickers, sweatshirts, jackets, tumblers. Michelle, like I said, Michelle got some stuff. There's already been quite a bit of sales in there just from last night. So teddy bears, there's teddy bears on there. I think there's monkeys and dogs, and so aprons. Yeah. And it's pretty reasonably priced. I can set whatever price I want, but I just kept it where it's at because they are pretty reasonably priced. But yeah, it's cool, man. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just use my logo, my slogan, It's not trademarked or anything. There's people, they sell stuff that has slogans on it. It's like, that's a great way to get copyrighted. So don't do that. But yeah, man, it's cool. It's exciting. And Brett and Jared, they're going to get some stuff.
Yep.
So if you guys are interested, go get it. But Brett and I just watched Rocco talk on, what was it? Blue White Illustrated.
Yeah.
He is well-spoken. Seems like a good dude, 100%. Seems like a good leader. He's competitive. He loves ball. He loves to compete. He's going to be back second half of spring practice, spring training, spring ball. So it'll be good to have him back. I think he's going to be a great quarterback for us. I think we're going to get every last bit of potential out of him. I think we're going to get every last bit of potential out of every one of our players, and that's going to win us games. Obviously, the last coach, there aren't enough prayers in the world to try to get the potential out of every single player on the team, let alone a couple.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a challenge. So, and we'll pull this up real quick, Brett, just to get a laugh. You know, we said we were gonna pull it up just to get a laugh. So
I only got like halfway through Rocco's video so far, but from what I watched, it was definitely really good, informational.
Yeah. Can you hear this, Brett?
He is such a tone deaf, weird guy that he is wearing a hoodie now that says Virginia Tech reestablished in 2026. That's the new motto for the Hokies down at Virginia Tech. You guys got what you wanted. I told you that you were not going to like James Franklin at Virginia Tech. And all you Hokies attacked me online and went after me on social media. That's the guy that you hired to be your head coach. A guy that has completely forgotten about the ghost of Frank Beamer. A guy that is now taking credit before the Hokies play a single down in a bad conference that Virginia Tech football is back because he has graced the field with his presence. That, my friends, is not the way to endear yourself to Virginia Tech boosters. Frank Beamer's rolling over in his grave right now, and you half hacks are down with it. You love it. James Franklin's real.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. You must have been watching our show.
Some Virginia Tech fan really had the nerve to comment and say, Frank Beamer approved of the hire and all that stuff. Yeah, that's fine. He did, but like he didn't approve of the sweatshirts coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
It's moronic on so many levels that he truly baffles us every single day. He goes to new levels of it. But it's insulting to his friend who he hired as the DC. So again, hasn't changed. He's hiring someone because he's his friend. He was just fired as the head coach, and then he makes a shirt that says reestablished, meaning the last regime sucked. So we're reestablished now because I've graced you with my presence. Guys, I grew up listening to Craig Carton and Jim Rome. Those are the two guys that I listen to the most, okay? So that's why when I have my podcast, I don't really sugarcoat anything because those guys never did. All right? So the only thing I don't like about Craig Carton, he hates Penn State because of Joe and all that stuff, and he pretty much hates anybody that goes to Penn State. He says no one should go to Penn State because of that. Obviously, that's wrong. He's wrong about that, but besides that, he's funny. Jim Rome, he is hilarious. He's still the same. Watch those two guys, man. You're gonna get just hilarious content. Sometimes they say something, you're like, what did he say? It's hilarious. So, but yeah, Frankie Boy is doing Frankie Boy things, and they're cooked. So, all right.
Not a good start to his regime.
No. So he's insulting Brett Pry. He's insulting Frank Beamer, and he's basically saying James Franklin is Virginia Tech, and he was just fired from another job. So that makes overall, it just makes no sense at all. But they got Doc Holliday running the weight program, so that might work. But I don't know. We'll see. All right,
Yeah.
Rocco Becht. He's the man. Just seems like a good dude, a good leader.
Yep.
And just because you're a good dude doesn't mean you're going to be a good quarterback, but he definitely is. He's going to be a good quarterback, 100%. He's just a good leader. That's the thing that stands out to me. He said he's learned a lot from being injured, and right now he's just being a coach, pretty much. He's helping the quarterbacks, and he said Brett and some other guys have Chase. They're helping the receivers, and then Rocco's helping the QB. So, yeah, they got a good leadership there. And I think he's going to be a perfect fit. And again, we're going to get every bit of potential squeezed out of every single one of these players. So, unlike the last regime, definitely getting potential out of every single player. And they're going to play. If you ball and you practice hard, you're going to play.
He brought up how much better like the food is here, and obviously the resources that Penn State have. Like in the building, like, in the Lash building, wherever they eat, the Penn State players. I think that's Lash, right? That's where they eat. How just
they eat in Pollock, I think, still.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they have like a whole new setup. That's something that we can say Franklin with what's his name? The athletic Pat Kraft really got things going with the facilities, right? They updated a lot of stuff. So that's something they did do good at Penn State. And they can eat whatever they want, man. Like they can, feast there at Penn State. So that's something they weren't used to at Iowa State. So definitely a lot of beneficial factors that play into their everyday lifestyle. That's going to benefit them in the long run. So,
yeah. If he means food by like downtown and stuff like that, I mean the food around here, the water so Central PA it's hard water because of the mountains.
Yeah,
we're not generally known for having the best food. So if he's saying the food is better here, then that's my cue to probably not eat in Iowa State near Iowa State's campus.
Yeah. I mean, there's some decent spots, but there's not. Yeah. But to think about it, Ames, Iowa, like there can't be much there. So obviously there's more options here. There's more options here. Yeah, go to Subway.
Like I remember watching Last Chance U and down in EMCC, East Mississippi Community College. And John Franklin was one of the first characters on that show, if you will, whatever. And he's eating Subway. And I thought, man, that's probably the only thing they got there is like a Subway. Because it's the middle of nowhere, Mississippi. Probably it. And I remember he's eating it. He's like, yeah, dude, like this is all they got down here. There's nothing here to eat. So that's JUCO, man. Go to JUCO and come back better. That's the whole purpose of JUCO. Shout out to Coach JB. He's the man. But Rocco, I'm excited for him to come in and play. I think he's gonna literally give us every opportunity to win. I don't think this is a roster that's gonna win us a natty this year. It could. We could also go 6-6. I mean, anything is really possible. I'm leaning more on the successful side. Like we're gonna have more success than anything, but we don't know. So, and they're gonna make adjustments. That's what real coaches do, including Terry and Gamble. So I hope we just light it up against Marshall. That's what I hope. 50-plus points. Please, God, give us an offense. Please. Please. We're going to learn a lot in the first game. Learn a lot.
Yeah,
I've been saying that for the past 5 years. We're going to learn a lot in the first game. What happened? We were let down. So hopefully this is a different situation.
Yeah.
You have anything else to say about Rocco?
No, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the video once we're done here and seeing what else he has to say. But I mean, so far it was informative. He's not afraid to answer questions. He even actually shared how, Penn State was first on his list when the portal opened, obviously with Matt Campbell, but other teams were reaching out and he entertained it for a minute, like just listening to coaches that, listen to what they have to say, which is nothing wrong with that. Obviously, but Matt Campbell is obviously it's hard to pass him up, right? With the team that he played with the last couple of years, at least some of the players. So, I mean, obviously he wants to be with his guys and some of the same coaches. You know, Taylor Mauser, that Jake Waters, the same guys he was with last year. That obviously plays a huge factor into it. So, some people go into the portal because they want to start fresh and start over. He can still do that at a different school, but with the same coaching. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's coming with his old head coach. He's coming with his receivers, running back, some linemen. I mean, he's got a lot of his leadership. He's got a lot of his teammates that are leaders that will have leadership on this team with him. Yep. So that 100% helps. I mean, he's got Marcus Neal. He's got Cooper. He's got Brett Eskelson, Hanson. So
Benjamin.
He's got a lot of guys around him. He's got Brahmer too. He's got a lot of guys around him, and they brought their great tight ends with them. And they're probably still not going to start over Rapp. Rapp's going to be our starting tight end. I mean, he's a freak. So just overall, it's a good situation. Rocco he's awesome. I'm really excited for him, and he spoke about Allar too. Yeah, Allar was just in a bad situation, man. There's not a lot of quarterbacks in this country that how he stayed at Penn State, I don't know. So you got to give him a lot of credit for that. I am not a Drew Allar hater. We're not player bashers on this team. Obviously, Drew Allar did not play very well or as good as he should have throughout his career. Landon, shout out to Landon. He commented on one of my videos the other day. He's like, "How'd I miss you in the gym?"
Yep.
We're talking about when I saw him. But, he said that West Virginia 2023 was his best game. And then how did he not get better from then on? Even in that first game, man, I knew that, like, oh, my goodness, man. This is just not going to – like, this is not –
No, his first game, West Virginia, that was everybody had high expectations because of that game. If you look at his stat line, his stats were very good, 70-some%, 300-some yards, couple touchdowns. Like, that was a very good game. Like, for that to be somebody's first game in college is actually not normal for it to be that good. So he made every throw that game. So
yeah, I knew they left some points on the board that ended up covering the spread at the end with Bo running it in, but I don't know, man. Yeah. It's just it was just a disappointing thing, and I thought, there he is. There's your boy.
There he is.
I felt like Christian Hackenberg and Drew Allar had similar parallel troubles. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He went from O'Brien to freaking Fraudlin. Absolute clown. So
Scuba Steve, welcome to the show. Yeah.
Scuba Steve.
Yeah, I call him Scuba Steve. Well,